Good morning, boys and girls. This is Miss Williams. This is one of your literacy videos for this week, and I wanted to review a couple of things that you can use when you're reading a story, when you're listening to a story. So one of the things that you need to make sure and look for in stories is characters. So I'm going to play a quick video to go along with what characters are to review.
You need to know the parts of a story in order to understand it. Characters are the people or animals in a story. They can be real or make-believe. Who are the characters in this story? That's right, the tortoise and the hare. Can you tell what they are doing? Yes, they are getting ready to race. The setting of a story is the time and place the story happens. What is the setting for this story? When and where does it happen? The story takes place in a field during the day. The plot is what happens in a story. What happens at the beginning? The tortoise and the hare start the race. What happens in the middle of the story? The hare has decided to take a nap while the tortoise keeps running. What happens at the end? The tortoise wins the race. Knowing the characters, the setting, and the plot of a story helps you understand it better.
Okay, so that was about characters, and that will help you to understand the story, to comprehend the story, to be able to think about different details that are included in the stories that you're reading or listening to. So make sure on the next stories coming up that you use those skills by looking at the characters, looking at the beginning, middle, and end of the story, looking at the setting where the story took place, and also looking at the plot, what happens in the story. Alright, the next one we have is Realism and Fantasy.
Realism and fantasy. There are stories that are real and stories that are make-believe. A story about a fish, like this one, would be real. This kind of story has realism. This fish looks and acts like a real-life fish.
Raise your fin if you know the answer.
A story about these fish would be a fantasy. Fish don't speak or go to school. A fantasy tells about people, places, or events that are make-believe. Think about your favorite story. Would the story have realism, or would it be a fantasy?
So think about the story Mission Accomplished. Was that a real story or was that a fantasy story? So think about what they just mentioned in the video clip and think about the story Mission Accomplished, and was that a real story for realism or was that something that was a fantasy story? Alright, boys and girls, this is one of our stories this week. It's a realistic fiction book. It's called Too Many Places to Hide, and we're going to listen to the story and think about who's in the story, where is the story taking place, when did it happen, what happened, why did it happen. So think about some of those things when you're listening to the story. Our focus this week will be the problem in the story and then the resolution in the story. And so you're going to be thinking about what was wrong in the story, what problems did they have, and how did they fix what happened in the story. So when you're fixing something, that's the resolution. So I'm going to go ahead and play this story for you.
Too Many Places to Hide. Written by Antonio Segura. Illustrated by Jamie Kim. We just moved from the city. Boxes are everywhere, and Poof is gone. Dad said he saw her in the kitchen earlier. Poof is not there now. Close read. What is the problem? Underline the words that name the problem. Our new home has too many places to hide. How will we ever find Poof? Mateo helps me look. He crawls way back in the closet. No Poof. Mom helps me look. She peeks under the couch. No Poof. Mateo unpacks bowls. Dad plunks down cat food. I have an idea. Close read. What questions can you ask about what happens on these pages? Highlight the words that answer the questions. Mateo hands me a bowl. Dad helps me fill it with cat food. Come, Poof. Dinner time. Here is Poof. Close read. How does the narrator find Poof? Underline the resolution.
Okay, so I wanted you to hear the story first before we talked about it. And let's go back to the beginning. Okay, so at the beginning, we can see the details where they were getting ready to move and go to a new place. And we can tell by the boxes and the van. Then you can see the cat, Poof. He's headed upstairs. They're moving to a new city. And then they're unpacking. And then here's Poof. And they can't find Poof. So that's their problem in the story. They were having trouble finding Poof. So what are they doing? Where is Poof? It says, it's asking the question, how will we ever find Poof? And then if you notice, the P is capital because that's a name. So anytime you're writing someone's name, the first letter is a capital letter. And so the cat has the name Poof. And they're searching for Poof again. And then how is she feeling about that? Where is Poof? Can you find him? There he is. And then what are they doing now? And they still can't find Poof. Look at her face, how she's feeling. And there's Poof. And then there's Poof again, and they are still looking, unpacking. And notice the words in blue. Those are some vocabulary words that you may have not heard before. And unpacks, plunks. So think about what those words mean. And then the solution says, I have an idea. So what did they get? And then look how she's starting to look, and look at Poof. What's Poof getting ready to do? Does Poof know what's going on? What's happening? It says Mateo. Here's Mateo. Hands me a Panzer bowl. Dad helps me fill it with cat food. And we have a Mateo in our class. His name is Mateo. Then all of a sudden everyone's happy, because all of a sudden, what happened? Poof comes for dinner time, finds the food, and so they find Poof, and he finds the food. And so the resolution, that means how they fix the problem or solve the problem by getting cat food out, and that helped them to be able to find Poof. So what problems have you had at home and you've had to try to fix them? Or maybe your parents have had a certain problem at home and they had to fix it. So think about something that either you or your parents or someone in your family had to try to fix at their home. So be thinking about that, and hopefully on Monday we'll be able to talk about the story and figure out some problems and some resolutions. I was thinking about for some people their computers weren't working because of the internet, and so they had to fix the problem, and they had to either call to get someone to fix the internet, or they had to just wait, or maybe they had to use something else in place of the internet. So that could be a problem, is when our internet is down and not working. What do we do to fix the problem? Do we ask for help? Do we call for help? Or do we wait? Or do we just get something else that we can use to finish what we're doing instead? So thinking about problems and resolutions. So I hope you enjoyed the story. Talk to you later.